My name is Daniel Jeter. I am an entrepreneur, an artist, and activist. I am the founder and president of Women in Media, WIM Global, and I am originally from Philadelphia. Actually moved to Willingboro, New Jersey at a young age and finished high school in Willingboro, New Jersey. I started dancing at the age of 6 years old, and I've been in musical theater and performing arts since I was 6 years old, doing ballet, jazz, modern dance, hip-hop, African dance, pretty much anything that can go on stage with music and motion. That's what I do. Being in college, I majored in African American studies and also, again, performing arts, dance, and theater. It was continuing to maneuver through the arts and learning more about my culture, history, having the experience to travel to Egypt, travel to Trinidad and Tobago. I fell into entrepreneurship and learning more about what it means to be a business owner and being inspired by my peers to go ahead and start a business at the age of 20 years old. Starting that business at Spelman College was my plan B. But Plan B quickly became my Plan A after graduating in 2010 during the recession without a job offer. Right after graduating from Spelman College, I returned back home to Philadelphia, and I was very serious about rebuilding my network and really gathering a lot of the resources and the individuals and everything that I needed to continue to grow my newly formed special events company. Going to a film screening, it was a screening about Philadelphia's art scene, and it was created and directed by a group of young men. I was excited to learn about the film, and so I went out because it married, all the things that I love to do. It married theater arts, it married media and music and all those things, and it was something being developed and directed by my peers and young people, so I was excited to go out and support. Having gone to that film screening, I left very disappointed because it was not a true depiction of my city, Philadelphia. There was only one woman in that film represented for her art, and that really struck me. I couldn't leave it alone, and so I left just very disappointed in what I saw. The fact that there was only one woman represented in her art did not show what my city was about. It did not show any visual artists, any movement artists, any theater artists, any dancers. And there's plenty of female artists in the city of Philadelphia. That just left me with a desire to do something, to bring women together, to remind them to own their voices. And it was at that moment that I continued and I moved forward. I started to call around. I called some different women who I knew was working in the media and communications industry, and I wanted to start to gather their stories and understand what was really going on in the industry from their perspectives. I started to research the industry. I started to research different opportunities and things that were going on. And what I found was there was a lot of mistreatment going on in the media industry. There was a lot of gaps left open for women to begin to take leadership positions, to begin to lead and direct and start and be leaders in our industry. And so for me, we went ahead and moved forward, and there struck a couple of events. One of those events ended up being our very first Women in Media conference at Temple University. The future of women in media is bright, it's big, and it continues to grow and develop. What started out as a one-day, half-day conference at Temple University with the gathering of multiple companies coming together under a shared vision to remind women to own their voices has now metamorphed into this organization that is now known as Women in Media Global. And so our future is bright. Right now we have work and development in the Philadelphia market and also in Atlanta, Georgia, but we are not going to stop there. We see this initiative and this platform to empower women and to bring together a global community to go beyond overseas, but also in our country. So we want to go to multiple cities. We want to go to multiple countries as well. we see us being able to impact and influence young girls who are also interested in the media and communications industry, and being able to provide them with the resources and the tools and the inspiration and the motivation that they need to become leaders in the industry who own their voices. We want to make sure that we prepare women, whether they're girls, students, young women, middle-aged women, even seasoned professionals. We want to prepare women to be leaders in the industry. We want to provide them with the resources and the tools to start their own companies, to be on the boards of directors, to be in these rooms in decision-making positions where we are owning our voices and that we are creating, and that we make sure that we are not left out and that we are at the table. That is the future of women in media.